Hello YouTube, this is Michael B. the Game Genie, and this is a new segment to my channel. It's inspired by Ep.1's Top 3 Tuesday. I really like the discussion forum that he sets up through those videos for other people to share their opinions on gaming, and I really wanted to have an opportunity to do the exact same thing. So I've been thinking about it for a while, and one of the things that I like the most about video gaming is the memories, especially from my youth, from when I was a child. So I want to do a segment that's basically called Video Gaming Nostalgia. So it brings you back to a time when everything was a little bit more simple, you were a little bit more free, and you were a youth, and really nothing else mattered sometimes except for the enjoyment that you got from doing the things you love, such as playing video games. So basically, I'm hoping that people will see this, they'll watch, and they'll want to make their own video responses with their own nostalgic moments about gaming. And there'll be a different one each week. I'm going to aim to have it up every Wednesday, so hopefully I can continue that trend. I guess that depends on what my schedule's like and how work is, but otherwise, we'll see how it goes. So this is going to be the first in the series, and today, my nostalgic video gaming moment that I want to talk about is the first video game that you have ever owned. And for me, I started my video gaming experience when I was roughly around 9 years old. For my birthday that year, I had saved up for, I think it was something like 5 or 6 weeks where I didn't get any allowance. I let my parents keep my allowance. And then for my birthday, they bought me my very first ever video game system, which was the Nintendo Control Deck. And for those of you that remember that, it's just basically your simple Nintoaster. Came with 2 controllers and no games. So I got my Nintendo, I was very excited, but I was a little disheartened that I didn't have a game to play, as most people who got Nintendo at the time usually picked up the Nintendo action set that came with Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. So at my birthday party, I gotten quite a few gifts that were just money at the time, and this was back in 1989, so I was getting roughly around $10 per person, which was a pretty good return, and I managed to save up roughly around $50 Canadian. My mom took me out the very next day, and she chipped in the rest, and she bought me my very first ever video game out of that money, and it was Super Mario Bros. 2. Super Mario Bros. 2 was my first foray into video gaming, and it created the gamer that you see before you today. I love Super Mario Bros. 2. I know a lot of people on YouTube and the video gaming community, they really like to come down on Super Mario Bros. 2 because it's not an official Mario title. It's based on another Japanese game, which I believe is called Doki Doki Panic. I could be mistaken, but it's pretty much directly ripped off. But also the actual Japanese release of this version of Super Mario Bros. 2 It's called Super Mario Bros. 2 US. I mean, regardless of what anybody else says, this is an incredible game, and it's absolutely so much fun to play. I remember being 9 years old, taking my Nintendo, taking my copy of Super Mario Bros. 2. We had a small 13-inch black and white TV in the basement, setting up, and it was the most amazing thing I had ever seen in my entire life. Watching Mario, Luigi, Toad, and the Princess float across different worlds. The funny thing about it is, even though it's the first game I had, and I played it all the time, I was terrible at Super Mario Bros. 2 when I was a child. I don't think I ever beat Mouser, which was the actual first boss for stage 1-3. I never beat him on the original Nintendo. It wasn't until I got Super Mario All-Stars for the Super Nintendo that I finally beat the first world in Super Mario Bros. 2. It's kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, you know, it just adds to the nostalgia of basically playing this game over and over. My favorite version of this game to play isn't in fact the Nintendo version. It's actually the Game Boy Advance version, Super Mario Advance, the first one, which was actually Super Mario Bros. 2. I got it from my Game Boy Advance. It was one of the first games I got from my Game Boy Advance, and I played it directly through, start to finish. So anyways, Super Mario Bros. 2, probably one of my favorite games of all time. It brings back so much nostalgia and memory for me of my first days gaming, so what I want to do now is bring it back to you. So please, you know, leave a response. Let me know what your first game was. Let me know the memories that it brings to your mind of playing your first video game. And if you want to leave a video response, that's even better. That'll be really cool. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.